What's the crack? Streets Away here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to load 120 film and 35mm film into your development tanks. So this is usually done in a dark room, or today we'll be doing it in a dark bag. So because it's hard to see what's going on in the dark bag, I'm going to be doing it outside of it. But first, let me tell you what you need to get started. First of all, you need your 2 rolls of film. So I've got 35mm here and 120 film. So I'm going to be exposing these to the light around us today for the sake of this video, but there is like a genuine reason. This opened up in my bag, so this film was ruined, and this film is Kodak Gold 1600. It's expired in 1994. I got a few rolls of this and I tried it out and they all failed me, so on my last roll I decided I would make this video. You're also going to need a bottle opener. This will be to open up the 35mm roll, and you're going to need a scissors. Guys, with the scissors, make sure it's the rounded end of the scissors. Don't get one of the pointy ones because you don't need to rip through your dark bag when you're loading the film. I am using a Patterson development tank, so this will take the 2 rolls into the 1 tank. Now, this is black and white film, this is color film. You'll never be doing it mixing color and black and white, but I'm just using it today as an example. So, I'm using the Patterson development tank. These are the parts that come with it. And these are the reels that we'll be loading on. So first off, for the 35mm, you want to put the reel down to its lowest point and click it till it turn it till it clicks, and this will be for the 35mm. For the 120, you want to do it on its first little slot and click again. So this will be for this reel will be for the 120mm. Okay, so first we get to loading the bag. So what I like to do is, with the Patterson tank, I will make it up, so I'll put the center column in first and I will seal it. So this is just stop extra stuff rolling around in the bag when I get in there, and click that in place. I'm not even going to use the lid, guys. I actually don't use the lid at all, even when I'm developing the film. So once I have this all set up, I'll put it into the bag. Alright, so this will go in, and then my 120 film and my 120 sized reel will go in, my 35mm film and 35mm reel also in here, and then I have my bottle opener and scissors. Alright, so this is how I start. Zip up the bag. I give it a couple of turns here just to make sure. Now I've got 2 places for my arms to go in. So, 1 hand in here, 1 hand in here. So at this point, I will be putting the film onto the reels and loading them into the tank. So for the sake of the video, I'm going to do this blindfolded and remove the bag and just explain to you as I go along what steps I'm taking at each one. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so this will be basically what you will be doing when you have your hands in the dark bag. So you have to feel around for everything. So I'm going to start with the 120 film first. So with the 120 film, you actually don't need the scissors or the bottle opener. So you feel around for the 120. So I have this here and I have the 120 reel. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, first of all, find the part to fold in the paper of the 120 film, and you're going to want to peel away at the sticky tab that closed it, or in my case didn't close it, and it opened up in my bag, but I sealed it again. Okay. Once you have the tab open, I want you to just feed out the paper until you come to the film. So keep feeling. I'm keeping my finger and my thumb and I'm just rubbing along the paper until I reach the film. Okay, so I feel the film here now. So at this point I will go a little bit past the film, and I'm going to tear this piece here and just throw it aside. Now the film is rolled like this direction, but I want to just bend back the film a little bit here. Alright, and then find my reel. Now when I get my reel, I need to find the two little notches that come out, so I can feel one here and one here. I want to face them this way. So feeling it, again, I'm doing this all by touch. I feel this notch, and this is where I will begin to feed in the film. So I have the film, and I pinch the middle of the film with my thumb and my finger. I have this thumb just sitting on the notch on one side, and I will feel the corner of this film. So I'll know this is exactly where it needs to feed into the reel. I'll take this finger and use this to guide the other side. So I have my thumb and my index finger in the center. This will be pulling. I have this thumb and this finger as guides for either side. It's only when I'm explaining it blindfolded I can really explain what I'm doing in the bag. Okay, so once I've guided it in a little bit, you begin to rotate the wheel. So I keep my thumb still on these two notches, because I will still be guiding in the film. In case it snags or anything like this, you should be able to continue to guide it. So keep rolling. Okay, I get to the end. Now, at the end, you want to tear off. It's usually something sticky that is stuck on, like a bit of tape. So I will tear off this and discard that. But I also want to get rid of this bit of tape that was holding it on to the paper. So it's usually on the back side. So you peel off the front with all the paper, and on the back you have to get rid of this tape. Every film manufacturer has something different, but this is usually the case. This film here is Shanghai GP3, which is a Chinese black and white film. It's pretty cool. Okay, once you get this off, the sticky part, you just continue up reeling until it's all in. Okay, so I can feel that's all in. Now, what I will do is I will load that into the tank. So I'll take off this and I will load it in. So I'll stick it onto the tube again. I'm doing all this in the bag. Put it in. And guys, I always seal it back up. This will stop any paper or any crap that we're doing getting mistakenly put into this as well. Before you develop, it could change the way the chemicals react or something. So once you have that in, you move on to the 35mm. This is a little bit more complicated. I much prefer loading 120 film. Again, if you feel around, okay, you have your reel, look for the canister, have the canister. Sometimes I could be in the dark bag for like 5 minutes just looking for the scissors, and I'm convinced I didn't put it in, and then finally I will find it and go, jeez. Anyway, okay, have everything. First thing you need is the bottle opener and the film. So what you want to do is you want to take off the bottom part, not the bit that sticks out here, the catch-up reel, the take-up reel. You want to get the flat bottom, and like a bottle, just go around the edges. It should pop off. Okay. So once you've taken off the bottom, it will just slide out like this. Okay, so in your bag now, what you have to do on this thin part of the take-up part of the film, you want to cut this off and you need it to be flat across all these little holes where the spool sticks into. You want to cut in between them. So the chances are you're going to have to do it a couple of times until you feel a smooth edge right across your cut. So we're going to look for the scissors. Okay, I have the scissors. So what I'll do, I'll put my finger, this finger, just at the edge where I can feel it sloping away, and this will be where my first cut. You never want to go too deep in case you cut into an image. So I start as close to that as I can, and I keep listening. If I feel like I've gone into a hole, I'll move a tiny little bit more. Okay, and I might have got a hole on that last end. Okay, let's see. Okay, this feels good. Awesome. Now you might be a little while cutting until you get a piece with no holes. So as you can see here, it should be a smooth edge across the film, like so. Okay, again, same as the last with the 120 film, I'll bend it back, the beginning back in against the curl that it's naturally forming itself, just to give it a little bit more of a straight edge. Okay, now you look for your 35. Again, the same thing as the 120 film. You want to find the notches, find it here. Make sure it's the big notch. They actually, on the Pattison reels, they have another small notch on the back, and that has thrown me off a few times. So if you feel a notch and you think that's it and it's not working for you, try the other side. It'll be a bigger notch here, so that can throw you off sometimes. Okay, same thing again. This thumb at this notch, this thumb at this notch, and again I'm just going to align the notches so that they're opposite each other, and then the same as the last time, I'll put the reel down. Again, this is all inside the bag, so there's no light touching the film, so you don't have to worry too much. Again, thumb and finger will be the ones to pull it, and this will be guiding, and this finger will be guiding. So again, pull through, perfect. And again, you're keeping your thumbs there to guide the film. Now, if we run into any problems, that's okay. I can show you how to get out of them. So again, just keep going, load that film around. Every twist pulls the film in a little bit more. Okay, and we're at the end. So, okay, with 35mm, you need the scissors again. So this time, what they use to attach the film to the spool is a lot harder to peel off with 35mm. So I just cut the last little bit off. Okay, and feed that through. Keep feeling, make sure everything is okay. I feel like something's gone a little strange there. I think it's where I cut. I'll make another cut. Okay, and she's in. So then you have your 35mm. So again, find your tank, take it off, and load in your 35mm reel on top here. Put it in, and then again close up your tank. Once you put the lid on, this is a stepped funnel, so the light can't pass through it. So once you put the funnel top on and give it a twist, and you hear the click, that's fully light sealed. And then at this point you can take it out of the bag. Okay, so at this point you can remove your arms from the bag, like so, and we can undo the zip and take out our tank. So again, you don't have to worry. Once it's in the tank and the lid has been put on, this is completely light sensitive. A cap comes with it But as I said, I don't even use the cap at all. This is perfectly fine, so don't worry too much about getting a seal with the cap on as well. Once you have that funnel clicked into place, she's good. So yep, that's that. And then you can empty your bag. And that's how you load 35mm and 120mm film onto your reels in a dart bag. If you like this video, slap a like and subscribe to see some more videos like this. Also guys, this is a street photography channel, so a lot of the stuff that I do will be on the streets taking photographs. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, film photography, how to develop at home and street photography, subscribe and tune in for some more videos. And remember, keep it street.